The next performer was the winner of ABC's America's Funniest Person and hosts a cooking show, Food Rules. Give it up for Tom Riehl, everybody. Come on now.
All right, how you guys doing? Wow, what a pumped up comedy crowd. Jeez, oh man. You can just smell the comedy in the air tonight, can't you? Wow. How many Dancing with the Stars fans we have here tonight? Watching Dancing with the Stars? To me, the most amazing thing about that show when I watch it is trying to find out who the damn star is. They use that word way too freely, I think. So I'm flipping through the channels. I don't know if you guys caught this last week. Dateline did a series called Obesity, Crisis in America. We are facing an obesity problem, folks, as Americans, and they say it has to do with things like fast food, right? Like McDonald's, Taco Bell, In-N-Out. It's not the problem. In my opinion, the problem is the grocery stores, because that's where we buy our food, right? If they want to stop obesity, I think the grocery stores really need to take the lead with one very simple rule. The more fattening the food, the skinnier the aisle. If you want some lettuce and a peach, hey, come browse the meadowlands of our produce department. If you want a couple cases of Oreo cookies dipped in chocolate, you better be able to fit your fat ass down the aisle without knocking crap off the shelf. And there is a lot of crap in grocery stores these days, isn't there? I mean, aisles upon aisles of stuff we don't need, like craisins, right? For people who can't make their mind up whether they want a raisin or a cranberry, for Christ's sake. Make up your mind. And for me, I don't shop at the same store all the time. I'm usually going out and I'm shopping in different stores. And the problem I find now with so much stuff, I can't find anything in the grocery stores because there's just so much stuff. So I'm thinking, let's just make a law, put all the stuff in grocery stores in alphabetical order, the same floor plan, A to Z, left to right, things would be easier to find, right? But think about it. The burgers would be by the buns, the Tylenol by the tampons, cheese by the crackers, the corned beef by the cabbage, Clearasil by the candy bars, pickles by the pregnancy tests, Crisco by the condoms, some of those I just do for myself. So I just turned 52 years old last week. 52 years old, thank you. Turning 52, not really that big of a deal. Because I think it's all in your mind, you're right? If you think young, you're going to be young. So age, to me, is just a number. Until I got one of these as a birthday gift. Yep, that's right. It's the old man coin purse. Now you guys are laughing. It's not a question of if, it's when you're going to get one of these. But the worst is going to a grocery store and getting stuck behind some old fart that has one of these. Because the same thing happens all the time, doesn't it? Well, that'll be $20.46, please. Oh! I think I got the 46 cents. Let the search begin. Is that a penny or a dime? It's a frickin' toll road token, you old fart. So I'm glad this comedy thing kicked in. I do this full time. I'm glad it kind of kicked in because, I mean, let's face it, the unemployment rate now is very, very high, and my desire to go out and work a 40-hour week is very, very low, so things are working out perfectly. And I used to work a 40-hour week job. I didn't really mind that. I didn't really enjoy too much, like, going on the interviews or filling out the job applications. I didn't really like that, and if anyone's looking for a job right now, I feel your pain. I could never really understand, for instance, why it was so important for employers to know my marital status before I even got hired for a job. I mean, how does that have anything to do with whether I'm qualified for that position or not? Well, Mr. Riehl, we can see here by your application that you are divorced, so I guess we can pretty much assume that making any sort of a long-term commitment to our company is going to be pretty much impossible for you to do. I'd be like, no, but it means I'll probably be hanging around here for the next 27 years, no matter how crappy you treat me. But I will be seeing other employers on the side. And how about questions they put on job applications? Stupid questions. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? If yes, please explain below. In this tiny little box? Which incidentally holds about 3 words. What are you going to put? Not my fault? She woke up? I don't know. But why in the hell isn't this the first question on the job applications I want to know? It seems rather important, right? Have you ever been convicted of felony? Maybe it's not. Well, after reviewing your application, we feel as though your educational background and employment history pretty much overshadows that double homicide in '92. Congratulations. Welcome to IHOP. I can actually make fun of IHOP because I actually worked there for 14 years as a manager. I actually had a guy call me over his table one time and proceed to tell me that this was the worst piece of prime rib he had ever eaten in his entire life. And I'm like, maybe the first clue should have been that $2.49 price there, Jethro. So I've been divorced now for quite a few years. I really don't get the chance to date all that much, but I did. I don't know if anyone here tonight is on a date or if you've used any of those dating services like Match.com or eHarmony, but the only advice I can give anyone is if you're going to do one of those services, pay the money, don't do the free sites. You never know what the hell you're going to meet. What's $20 a month? Not to get killed, right? Met this girl online, right? We talked a couple of times. First of all, she tells me she's a psychotherapist. Come to find out, she's like half right, okay? I should have got a clue when she told me her name was Loopy and she lived on Nutwood Avenue. So, right, we go out, one date, we're out at this really nice restaurant down on the coast. So this would be romantic, right? So we're sitting there at this restaurant. Waitress comes up to the table. She's, good evening, folks. Would you like to start off with one of our homemade soups tonight? And I said, what are our choices? She says, well, yes or no. Kind of a smart ass, but I was out with Loopy, right? So anyway, we order the dinner. It actually turns out to be a pretty good date, you know, for everything that happened prior to that, right? Waitress brings a check, $123.16 to people. First thing that goes through my mind is, I think I got the 16 cents! You guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of the show. My name is Tom Riehl.
All right, one more time, Tom Riehl, everybody, yeah!